Dear viewers, brace for a quirky journey of a loner about to bathe when a knock sounds. He cautiously opens the door, but a mysterious figure barges in, sparking an unfriendly beach party and prompting the resigned leader to resume the investigation. This time, the leader assigned Noel to a partner named Jenny, who happens to be a seasoned scoop artist. Meanwhile, Noel's probe shows the fourth victim's cousin at his Sullivan family reunion may turn wild. However, the police are being stingy, reluctant to share any info, leaving everyone clueless about Sullivan's contact details. To confirm whether the fourth victim had a bow tie on her neck, Noel and Jenny must track down Sullivan, and to everyone's surprise, Jenny pulls out a thick phone book. Turns out, she wants to call every Sullivan in the book, hoping to locate the real Sullivan brothers in the wild. Sure enough, Jenny quickly found a witness confirming a bow tie on the victim's neck. After the report was released, crowds of media gathered outside the police station next day, all wanting to know if Noel's claims were true. What a scene. Faced with media questions, the chief said nothing, just promised to catch the killer and reminded citizens to lock doors. Ironically, right after the chief spoke, another murder occurred that afternoon, mirroring the previous ones. This time, the victim was also an elderly woman living alone. Oh joy, killed in the same way. Congratulations, killer. You've earned the title of elderly woman. The killer was like a ghost, leaving no clues behind, and in just 3 months, we've hit victim number 5. Such a busy little month. Based on the existing victim profiles, Noel and the team think the killer's target is elderly women living alone. What a retirement fund. But this theory got slapped down quickly, because on Christmas Day, the police found a new young victim. Jenny got a lead from the victim's neighbor, who mentioned a strange guy knocked on her door at 3 p.m. claiming to be a closet painting worker. So, the neighbor thought nothing of it and lied she was calling her husband, only to return and find the painter had vanished. According to neighbors, he's an ordinary white man, his true identity yet to be revealed. So is this mysterious character the killer? As the target shifted, Noel found herself deep in thought. Of course, if that's truly the situation, it implies that more than one killer is wandering around the city. But why are the methods of committing crimes so strikingly similar? The scene changes. The husband sees Noel's photo in the paper and urges her to be careful. After all, the killer's still out there. As Noel tries to explain, the phone suddenly rings. Talk about a weird timing. On the other end, a silent mystery. Noel thought wrong number, but heard heavy breathing. Terrified, she hung up swiftly. Puzzled, her husband asked what happened. Noel lied to ease his mind. Just then, the phone rang again. Seeing his wife's pale face, her husband grabbed the phone. This can't be simple. Yet the other end was still silent. What's going on here? Is the killer out for revenge? As things got trickier, her husband started to show discontent with Noel's job. After all, nobody wants to be stalked by a creep. Meanwhile, more lone women are choked dead at home. 10 have fallen victim. It's dire. This clever killer always erases evidence, but just as Noel was giving up, she received a call from NYPD. Hearing she worked at a bar, Noel hurried to meet up with a detective. Talk about tension in the air. Later, Noel learned about a colleague's story at the bar, a busy bee starting to show their humorous side. She also learned he's been looking for a guy named Paul Dempsey who supposedly lived in Malaysia. Makes one want to book a trip. She asked the detective why he didn't contact Boston PD earlier. He said he had, but got no response. Weeks later, the detective visited Boston himself, but they still ignored him. He felt quite disheartened. Really? Is the precinct indifferent to catching the killer? In the end, seeing Noel's report, he had no choice but to reach out to her. Noel and Jenny found 5 files that a murder had occurred in New York years before Boston's first strangulation. The suspect was indeed the Paul mentioned by the New York detective, and everyone wondered why Boston PD just turned a blind eye. Do they really not care about the truth? So Noel published a piece criticizing Boston PD inaction, leaving women living in fear. Ultimately, under the pressure of public opinion, the DA had to take charge of this crazed strangulation case himself. Then, Noel met with the detective from New York, who shared he recently received reports about harassment. Baffling, to say the least. A man often harassed women in their apartments. The taxman aimed to expose him, but Boston PD refused to share info what happened. The suspect, D. Sayre, was let off by police despite their knowing his identity. How shady. Noel went to the police station, learning from an officer that D. Sayre was arrested for rape and sent to a mental hospital. What a ridiculous show. Then she learned from another officer that D. Sayre committed crimes with 2 disguises. What a joke. He often masked as a repairman to infiltrate victims' homes, and another ruse was that head masquerade as a model to charm women into letting him